Hey guys, welcome back into this new video tutorial with OSP Pro. In this tutorial today, we are going to just find ourselves started with VB.NET. We are going to be using VBA. Now I'm going to base on something called Windows. I'm going to base on Microsoft to use PowerPoint. Let me just try to bring my stuff down so that you can see what I'm talking about. This is my PowerPoint that you are going to use to come up with this application. Now you may be new to Visual Basic. You may not have real much complete idea on how this stuff works. That shouldn't be your worry. That shouldn't be your point of worry now. Just relax, sit, feel free, and let's get started. Now, to all my friends who have not yet been able to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get a chance to learn. Now, let me just start up today. We're going to be making up the application known as Stock Management System, whereby we shall be having up the prices, the product itself, the quantity, the customer details, you get, whereby we shall break all those panels down, and then at the end of the day we shall also have the calculator, which is going to enable us to manage up the stocks. So let me just get started by opening up my Microsoft PowerPoint. So on this Microsoft PowerPoint, I'm just going to do this at the moment. So there will be something called developer tool here. If you want to get it, you hold Alt and F11 in your keyboard. Alt F11. If you hold Alt F11, it will take you straight to this panel. Now, some of you guys, my friends, may give you a hard time. How about if I don't do that? Now, if you don't do that, just go here to File, and then go to Options. Then look for something called Customize Ribbon. Then underneath Customize Ribbon, tick this developer tool. Remember, the developer tool by default is not tick. Give it a tick, and then just click OK. So as you finish that, you should find the developer tool added down onto your PC. Now on top of your PC. So let's get started. So what you're going to do now, just click on developer tool, and then you click on one known as Visual Basic. So when you click on Visual Basic, we may start with the login because it's good to start up with the login interface. So insert username. So for this video, I'm not going to go into so much coding. It's going to be a complete. We are going to be basing on something called the complete designing of the application for this video. So this is what we have. On our login, I may just create something kind of small, a little bit, something relative to that. So if I try to click on here, we should have a window like this. So I'm just going to come back here, click on that. Then I change this username to caption to call maybe login form. Login form. So this is the caption so far we have created. And if you check on the width, this is my height and the width. So that's great. So let me just try to come back in here. I just look for something called the frame. You can add the frame to your stuff, so that you can have some kind of nice looking stuff. Wow. So I'm going to get something like that, and I'm also going to click on this text box and I try to give it around somewhere there. So I'm just going to click on the text box and I then change this color to something else so that we can have a nice cool system. I'm just going to give some kind of color. I always like this color bit. So I can also set the height. The height of our text box is kind of big, so I can just click there, and then I look for its height. Height is 15, so I can make it 5. So it looks something like that. So it makes nice kind of for application that looks kind of nice. And to make the thing more nice, I'm just going to click on here again. I hold the Ctrl C, or just copy, and at the same time I paste. So we shall have that thing of ours, something roughly there. Now this is applications. I'm going to click there and I go to caption. I go to caption and I call it login details. Login details. Something like that. Whereby underneath login details there's font. I want to increase this font size to something presentable bit. So you can just wait a bit. You can first relax. You can first dance as the thing is loading. But if you have not yet subscribed, please just use this minute to subscribe. You know what we are doing. Okay, so it has popped up. Sorry for delay. So you can just increase the style. Okay, that's great. So I'm just going to change, since I'm using kind of green kind of this stuff. So I'm going to click there. I change this text here, black this text to kind of green, if it is okay with you guys. Wow. Sorry, background. I'm just going to change the background color to green. Oh, Ctrl Z. If not so, just click here and then you say I want it white. It's kind of white. So if I try to run this application, it should have a white kind of stuff. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to do the following stuff. I need to add some kind of a button somewhere down here called exit button, and at the same time I need to add my application somewhere there. So if I come in to add a button, I'm just going to click there on a button, and then I just drag a button here. So this button over ours is going to be exit button. Exit. So like I told today, this video is completely going to be like, maybe I'll say in a simple term, we are going to base on the designing of the application, and then we set ourselves ready for what's going to be needed for our system to be. So that's the exit button. So I'm just going to change this panel also to exit. Exit is always kind of that. Then I change the text, our text of exit, from the 4 colors that to white. It is okay with you guys. So we already have the exit button. So this is, which form is this? So if you check the form, the user form is user form 1. So I'm just going to click here and double click there. You go to coding, and then just add maybe since don't forget the two, there's VB.NET, and then there's a C#, there's a C, meaning C++. So don't confuse the codes always which you use to close up the window. So I'm just going to say me.close, me.hide. Sorry, that's what we always use in the VB.NET. In the VBA. So I already have the exit button here, so you can just maximize it a bit to be something like that. So when I happen to click on here, and then I try to click on here, it should be an executive. That's great. So it's only part which I'm going to have the code. Then on the other way around, I'm just going to push my application a little bit down, and then I also push this one down. Sorry, down a bit, something related to that. Then I can also get a title up by putting on a label. And sorry, Ctrl Z. I'm going to put a label there, label, and I'm going to just call it maybe stock management system. So this is going to be stock management system, and we are developing it from Microsoft PowerPoint tool to come up with a complete system. I'm just going to click on here, and then I just also change that font to something kind of presentable. I'm just going to take this stuff to be kind of big. Wow. So this is going to be a stock management system. Just going to try to increase all the font again. We just try to increase on the font again. Wow, it's too big. Hope so. Let me just give it 30. I think that is going to be enough. Okay, that's great. So I just need now to do one thing to position up our application. So this is it. I'm just going to come back again here on application and I'll position it in the middle. So when I try to click here, I think you can see we really have the stock management system. So what I'm going to do at the moment, I'm just going to change this panel, that stuff from there to something kind of nice color, green, light green so much. Okay, something like that. Then I click also here, change that for color to that same color I've given, which is that. That's great. So we check now, we should have something like that. So let's go now add the user form and then the username and the password. So I'm just going to click on here. I click there and I add labels. So this label 1, which is going to be username. Username. So I'm just trying to copy this panel stuff. Try to copy it off. So this is going to be actually password. So that's great. So I'm just going to try to add here what known as text box very first. And I'm just going to copy and I paste the same text box down. That's so great. So I'm going to click on that, hold the shift, hold the control as you highlight all of them, then just go to back color and turn that back color to a color which can at least make the user feel like answering or something different. So we already have that panel and those ones to be our text box to some extent. So I think you can see this is going to be for user and then that's for the password. So let's make our password to be password. To do that, you're just going to click on here and then you go down to where they say password character, password share, give any letter. So if you give it that / that, that implies each letter you'll be typing will be having a / no matter what you type, it'll just be /. So let's give it the right stuff if possible. So I'm going to click there and look for this one. I'm giving it asterisk so that if you try to check back in your application and then try to give, you get password that. So on the other way around, that's what we have so far. Let's now just add the buttons and then we find lies the login panel. So I'm just also going to drag this button overwards to be here. In fact, I'm going to leave it somewhere here. So I'm going to just try to make this to be login from here. This one's going to be a little bit there. I'm going to hold this one, Ctrl C, and we have something here. So this is going to be login, and logins are ever kinda, if it is okay with you, always tend to use green on login, and then the text in most cases leave it white. Or if that's too white, change that a bit to something faint. Then this is the reset button. Our reset button in most cases is always kind of, you can apply that purple because you're going to reset, and then we also change that kind of stuff to reset. You get? So our design is done so far at the moment, but we can't log in. So when you click on that button, click on apart from this exit, which can work, but these ones are not working. These ones are not working. So I'm done with the design for the login panel. Can we just take ourselves now to the real details, the white part which we shall have the details. So this is what I'm going to do at the moment. We just go on and add another form. Add user form. Now don't forget this is going to be user form too. And the moment you check the user form is just having some kind of width length. So I'm going to make it kind of big that if you try to run it, you get a big screen like this. Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to change the other variant names. the very names you have here is the very things I'm going to take the other side. So these two stuffs, I'm going to copy it, and I come with it here. I paste them. So I think you can see as I paste it, we get our name. So I'm just going to make this kind of more big, and then I also drag this down. So I'm going to click there, try to increase on the font. Too big. Give it 50. So this is the name, so I'm going to just try to do on that, something like that. So I'm going to just make this kind of long. So I have something like that. So I'm trying to run there. This is what we get. So we have stock management system. So what have we said? We need to first divide this panel of ours. Basically, we have the customer details. So we need to divide it having customer details. We shall have a calculator too and other stuffs. So this is what I'm going to do at the moment. I'm just going to come back here and I try to use the very stuffs I've been having. So I'm going to use this one to divide for me the stuff. So this is our stuff. I'm just going to scroll down a bit so that you can have it up to down. So we shall just have some few things like that. So click on, if you try to run it, you get a frame like that. You get? So I'm just going to try to come back in here and I try to make this part be like that, so that when try to run, you get something relative to that. So just move that off, click on that, move the caption off. We don't need that caption, you don't need the caption. So if you don't have the caption, just have a frame of yours, something like that. I think this design is getting to be nice. So I'm also going to divide this part off for customer details, divide this part also, and we also shall get our calculator somewhere. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to drag another one, and then this one's going to be moving from that panel. So I told you I don't need that caption. So I don't need that caption off. So I'm just going to copy that, copy it, paste it where you want to paste. So this is going to be a little bit separate, and this size is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take it up to this side here. So this is going to be picking the customer details. So if you check this caption, would this is going to be something else, customer details. Just add it here, customer details, and then this is the main frame. So we can leave a main frame without giving the caption, or we can just remove it off because it's not very, very important. Can be our out frame like that. Then here down we have another panel, kind of stuff like this. So I'm going to move also that off. We don't need it off, we don't need it there. So if you check, this is the design. This is the design I have. So let's just go on now, try to add the customer details very first. We just want to have some few details of the customer. Okay, so I'm just going to add that very first. Just try to add it. So I just need the customer name. Just add our customer name needed here. So we need to add our customer name there. We just try to increase on this so that we can have some nice cool stuff. That's the customer name. So I'm just going to paste this several times so that we can have something relative to what we are going to use. So this is going to be customer name. Here we shall also have text box, which text box is going to be handling up the customer details. So customer name, the text box is going to be there. Customer, what else does the customer have? We have a name. Press another one, customer contact. So I'm just going to change this one to contact. That's contact. And then this one's going to be customer name, contact. Just copy whatever is there, like paste it somewhere here. So that we can have something relative to Ctrl Z. So that's customer name, address, customer address. That's what we need then for customer. And then we also need the customer zip code. Zip code. Customer zip code. So this part of the customer details is done. You get? So since I'm using green, I'm going to just change this stuff of mine to green this time around. Just going to change that to green. So that if you try to run here, you get a green stuff. So here, customer blah blah. So you just need to increase on that stuff so that it looks kind of nice. Just hold Ctrl here as you highlight those stuffs, and then you try to increase on something called the font. Let the font be increased to some extent. This is 14. So that when you try to run here, at least the details of the customer is kind of big. Yeah, something like that. Now that's great. Let's now add one on as the product details. So what we're going to do at the moment, we have this the customer details, which is that. So I'm going to just add your customer. I'm just going to increase the little font size. just little to 10. So that's what we have. So if you check this, what we have now for our customer. Okay, good. So I hope that's okay with you. So let's just go back and try to work on the stock now, where we shall be having the products. So I'm just going to set this aside so that, or if possible, delete them even. And then I just go back and add another caption. So here what you are going to do, talk of the product details. I'm just going to increase it a little bit, the font size to 10, and then I'm going to add the following. So we need to have also the product name, if it's okay with you. So I'm just going to copy and paste that there. So maybe we need also the product name. We shall also need the product. Just copy this. So we have the product name, we have the price, and we also have the quantity. So that's the stuff I may talk about the product today. So I have the product name, the price, and then the quantity for that given product. So this one I'm going to leave it to this, but I'm going to change this kind of a text box. Turn black looks black, looks gray. So I'm not going to use that. I think that's great. Where the customer can add the product. I think that's good. Then this one I need to change that too. So check here, copy this very color. Is what I'm going to give this one to. I'm going to take that for that. Now, just going to add some functionality this side. This is the product details. So we may also add there something called Listbox, whereby we shall have all our products listed for us. So this is our Listbox. So I can just change the color, leave it there. If you try to run it, you should have something related to that. Now, then this panel is going to be for calculator. So I'm just going to add my Listbox this side. We have something like that. So we have a calculator. So I'm just going to extend this side a bit so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So the design for this side, I'm just going to do the following. I'm going to just add there one is a frame for calculator. So you can just call it calc, stock calc, so that I can also add the font. That's for the stock calc. So let me just speed up this very fast. This is our stock calc, so I'm going to just speed it very fast. I'll need the text box. The text box of ours, we're going to change the background to something like that, and then I go down to something called just trying to go down here. Left, right, this, alphabetic, text alignment, that, visibility, this. So just click there, and then I go down to where they say text. I've given text 0. But we are going to push here to left, so that when try to shake, that's what we have. But I'm going to try to increase on the font. The font size will be bold 20. That's good to go. So let me just try to add the buttons very fast. It's called clear button, and then I'm just going to add another stuff there. Just copy that. Can make this one so that so that's great. So I can just copy this. I try to paste it there, so this is something like that. Paste that one also, this is 2. So copy this 2. So that's great. So I'm just going to copy this. So this is 7. Sorry for that. Is 8. That's 9. This is 4. 5. This 6. So that's 1. This 2. And then I try to work on this one to be 3. Now we're just going to make this one to be, that's going to be 0. That's a dot. So I can just try to move this one off so that we have something like this. Well, we have that, so I can just try to make that big, kind of big. I copy that too, paste it here down, and then I try to make it kind of large all with it. So that we have something like that. So this is going to be division. We set with this one here up. This is plus, minus. This is division, multiplication, and then this is division. This modulus of a number. So then now we're left with only this panel. So for this video I'm going to move that off, and I just try to save time, and I try to pull this back, put back here, so that I can just put this one to be an equal sign. So I can just move this, put this here, to have something like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just try to highlight my text, change that color, click on here. The front part will be having that, but inner part we can have it in another color. You can have the another color to make it nice, and the font size to be so that's how design is done. So if you check right now, our complete design is done. Though now, as you can see, there's nothing working, but the complete design is done. The buttons are there. We're using PowerPoint to come up with this complete system. So what I'm going to do is just try to organize this very first. I'm just going to try to work on this, try to reduce it a bit. So that can work for that. This can work for that. Now I'll have this frame. That can work for So I have that. Now I have this last part, which I need to add the buttons. So I go on here, just give my big button. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to copy this button, paste it roughly there. Paste another one roughly there. So this one's going to be for if you look onto this product, we have something we are left with, and that's called total. We need to compute total here, so I'm just going to pick it, put it somewhere. So this is going to be a total sub total for those products there. We need to get the subtotal somewhere here. So this subtotal is not just going to be subtotal, it's going to be a button. So I'm going to remove this kind of stuff, copy that text, I remove this stuff off, and then I just add the button there. So that's subtotal. So just try to so since I'm using that font type, is what I'm going to apply to all, and then the text color to be this very white one. So this is going to be like the total, or called submit. Get submit button. This is going to be reset button, which is going to whip up or wind up everything that we have been working on. Everything that I've been working on in the application, so I'm going to just use this one to reset, and then this is going to be they're called taxes. Just try to work on that very fast. So this is going to be a tax. Okay, I'm just going to try to do this on this a bit. That's the reset button. And that's exit. So I'm just going to click on this as I'm holding control. I go on to this text of ours. I try to increase on this font. Something like this. So, my friend, this is the system is now done. So I think you can see the buttons ready. So I will just work on the exit very first, and then you guys be ready. So I'm just going to check this very first as I work on the exit button. So I'm just check those text to other text around. Oh, sorry. Go back. Try to run it again. So there's no difference between the two. Button face. Okay, that's done. So here, click on here. Which button is that? It's this one here. So let me click on that. That's great. So let me just click on this. The fog color is this one here down. So click on that. That's great. So our exit button, just double click there and add one as me.hide. And that's it. So if I click back in here, our system starts with the login, which a user will come in and give the details, the password, and then he has to log into the application. And when you click on exit, the system winds up. The same thing, when you come back here, the user will add here the details of the user, maybe of which David, whatever name. If it is OSP Pro, enters the contact if it is that, enters the address, maybe Kawanda, enter the zip code if it is that, enter the product name, blah blah blah, price blah, quantity blah, submit, which I'll get the submission button here. And after getting up this submission, so we need to click on submit again. This subtotal, this submit total now, which will now generate for us this side. So that's how we can come up with applications for Microsoft PowerPoint. Yes.